get in my mode before I go into work. So I'm trying to get my mind right. And so I like to listen to either some jazz music or something faith-based Christian gospel. And I really, gospel music has changed so much. I really don't listen to it as much as I used to. And even some of the Christian music is just, it's different. You know, people are so, people have adopted this mindset that the more like the world their music sounds, the more it's relatable to people in the world. And that's really not how this thing is supposed to go. We're not supposed to conform ourselves to look like the world. We're supposed to be changing the world to look more like Christ. But you know how that is. People have different ideas, different from what the scriptures say and different from how things should be. You know, and I get it. It takes different people to draw different people, to attract different people. But this is the thing about God. He will meet you where you're at. He'll take you as you are. He doesn't discriminate because you've got tattoos or because you've got a very colorful past or because you use a lot of profanity or, you know, whatever your issues are, whatever your worldly vices are. He's not going to say no to you because of those things. He'll take you just as you are. But his plan is never to leave you as you are. There's supposed to be a change that takes place over the course of your relationship with him. Getting to know him and to understand his word and be moved and changed by his spirit. You're not supposed to be the same person you were yesterday or a week ago or a month ago or years ago. It's a gradual change that takes place. So don't get it twisted. You don't have to look like the world in order to draw the world. God is the one that does the changing. He's the one that does the drawing. And he might use you because you have a certain, you know, outward look or, like I say, a very colorful past. He can use your experiences to help people to relate. But you don't change yourself. You don't compromise yourself to fit in with the world, to look like the world in order to draw them. Yeah, what really happens is you get pulled into the world. That's the reality for a lot of people. They get pulled back into the world because they associate so much with it. And they allow those worldly influences to sway them. Yeah, it's supposed to be the other way around. You know, no, we don't force our beliefs or our so-called religion. It's not religion. Religion is man-made. I'm talking about a relationship with God, getting to know the one who created you and finding out your real purpose in this world, in this life. You know, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about our individual wants and needs and desires. You know, he'll give you those things if they align with his will and his plan for your life. He's not going to give you somebody else's wife or somebody else's husband. As much as you may want that, he's not going to give you that. He's going to give you your own husband, your own wife. He's not going to give you millions of dollars so that you can squander it and use it for evil means. He's not going to do that. He's not going to bless you abundantly while you continue to deny him and curse him and do all kinds of evil and wickedness. No, he's not going to do that. But if you are obedient and you do his will, your life will be fulfilled in so many ways unimaginable. And everything your heart's desire that's good, and like I say, is in alignment with his will and his plan for your life, he'll give you those things. He will give you that and then some. So, for all of those who believe that being a Christian or living a Christian life is boring and, there's no joy in it, there's nothing exciting about it, you are sadly mistaken. There's nothing more joyful, there's nothing less boring than having a life that's free. And I mean truly free. Free of guilt, free of shame, free of just doing, thinking, and participating in a lot of the stupid stuff that we've engaged in over the years. I know I have. I have my fair share of just, if I could jump into a time machine and go back in time, oh my goodness, would I change a lot of stuff. But I realized too that I had to go through some of that stuff in order to get to where I am now. A lot of things were consequences or results of my dumb decisions, but they were lessons that I obviously had to learn. They were things that I didn't have to go through, but did have to go through in order for me to have the understanding about it now that I have. Otherwise, I might slip back into that. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I didn't start this video to have a spiritual or religious or Christian conversation with you. It's never a bad thing, though. It's never a bad thing. I have no shame in sharing my faith. I have no shame and no reservation in letting folks know where I stand as far as God is concerned, the things of God and his people. Yeah, so, and like I said in my very first introductory video, you're going to hear, and it may not be all the time, but there will be occasions when God is mentioned, or spiritual things are mentioned, or testimonies, or other people's experiences with God are mentioned in my videos. And if that offends you, I don't know what to tell you. I honestly, truly don't know what to tell you. I am unapologetic in my faith and my belief and my relationship with God. It is what it is. And if that's too much for you, then maybe this isn't the channel for you. Plain and simple. And I don't mean to sound cold or callous or mean in saying that. It's just the honest truth. It is just what it is. And for me, it's never been about numbers. It's always been about quality. I want people to follow me and rock with me who truly understand me, who truly get me, and really want to follow my journey, who are not just interested in watching the bus bill or me traveling to different remote locations or different islands or different exotic places and, camping and fishing and all of those activities. That's great if you enjoy watching me do those things. I enjoy, sharing that with you. But if you truly want to know me, if if you truly want to be a part of my journey, that includes every aspect of my life, and that includes my relationship with God. It includes my belief in God. It includes my belief in His Word and the service that He has for me in this life. So, yeah, like I said, if any of that offends you, then again, maybe this is not the channel for you, and I advise you to move on. To move on. There are plenty other channels out here that I'm sure will align with your lifestyles or your beliefs or your mindsets or attitudes or whatever. It's all good. No love lost. Appreciate your time, and your support. But I don't hold any prisoners. I don't hold anybody captive. Everybody is free to come or go. And I tell people that in life, in my real life. Look, you do what you feel is best for you. If this friendship ain't working out for you, this relationship ain't working out for you, you feel like you need to go a different way, see ya. Doesn't mean I don't love you. Doesn't mean I love you less. You do what works for you. And maybe our parting will be a blessing for both of us. Yeah. So, that's that. Moving on. Oh, doggone it. I forgot I need to take this heater back. Looks like it's not going to happen tonight. I'm going to keep heading to the job. I was supposed to leave a little bit early because I have a small heater that I purchased from Myers that needs to go back because the doggone thing keeps cutting off, and it's brand new. I've only had it for a month. But it'll start. You plug it in, you turn it on, it'll start up, and it'll go for a while, and then all of a sudden it'll just cut off. And at first I thought, I was thinking that it was a power surge, that something was going on with my outlet, that maybe the little heater was a little too strong or whatever, but no, that's not the case. Plugged it into other outlets, same thing. And then I've plugged in other items into that same outlet, and they work just fine. So I'm like, I don't know. I want to take it back. So I'm going to have to, and the thing is, because I work nights, when I get off in the morning, Myers is open. And that's how I was able to purchase it, but their customer service is not open until later. And see, by then I'm at home, probably in the bed. So I need to leave earlier in the evening so that I can stop there, so that I can catch someone at the customer service. Yeah. So, something weird happening with this screen right now. I think I accidentally hit. Dude, what are you doing? Really? People crack me up how they will ride in one lane for so long, knowing that they have to get over, knowing that they're coming up on their turn or whatever. And then at the very last minute, they want to jump in front of you to get into the turning lane. Goofy. Yeah, people are so selfish. Oh my gosh. We just don't realize how selfish we are as human beings. My goodness. And it's so evident in the way people drive. It's evident in a lot of ways, but just look at how people drive. Don't tell me this isn't a selfish world. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to make an attempt to get up just a little bit earlier tonight before going to work, or tomorrow night, so that I can run into Myers and return this heater. Yeah. And it was on clearance too. So I don't know if I could just exchange it for another one. They probably don't have anymore. So it may either be a refund or a store credit or something. It really doesn't matter. I just don't want it because it's not working properly. You know, I was watching another YouTuber's video earlier today. And ever since I've known or caught wind of this particular YouTuber, I don't know how to say this. I've watched her videos on occasion, not in a consistent manner, but on occasion, here and there. I was watching her a lot in the beginning when I first discovered her channel. But then I kind of tapered off, and then for a while I wasn't watching her videos at all, and I've just recently gotten back into watching a few of her recent videos. And remember how I was saying that I try to support other content creators of color? Well, she's a woman of color, and she has transitioned from living in a car to living in a van. And she has documented her process. She's been living on the road now for 7 years. And she's been documenting her process. Throughout that time. Oh, I guess I could park right there, huh? Why are there so many open spots in this parking lot? What's going on here? This has never... There are 2 open spots in the front. That's amazing. And then there are several others over there that are open. What? Why are there so many people absent today? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's get a little light in here. Let me not get off the topic. But yeah, she I kind of, and I guess I don't know how to take her. I have my opinions about her channel and kind of her personality. And I get it. I truly appreciate those who are honest about these lifestyles. I really do. I like the ones that tell you the good side as well as the bad side. They don't sugarcoat anything. They don't try to make it more than what it is. They're not the Instagram, super glossy, everything is fabulous type of content. But then you have those that are kind of And I guess the best way I can describe it is there's a lot more negativity than there is positivity. It seems that every time you watch their channel, they're always going through something. There's always some kind of drama. There's always, this broke down, or I can't do this, or and I get it. The struggle is real. There are people that go into this lifestyle out of necessity, and some do it out of choice. And a lot of those who do it out of choice have the financial means, are in a position, they have resources that makes their journey a little easier, and makes their journey quite different from some others. Yeah, and then you have those who, like I say, it's a struggle every step of the way, because either they were forced into this lifestyle, or they weren't well prepared going into this lifestyle. They were looking at those Instagram photos and these, videos that only show the bright side of van life or bus life or RV life or whatever, show all of the trips and the events and parties and all of that, but they don't really tell you the dark side, or the downsides. And so they go into it believing in the fantasy. And then they get out there and they realize that it's more to it than that. That, more planning was required, more finances were required, more resources were required before getting into this. And so now they find themselves in a pool of trouble, pool of issues, and constant struggles along the way. So I don't fault this particular YouTuber for the situations that she's found herself in at times. I don't know, and maybe this is wrong of me. I can't take a whole lot of negativity all the time, seemingly. I don't want that in my mind. I don't want it in my spirit. I don't want it in my environment. And so for somebody to be constantly talking about, oh, this, oh, woe is that, and oh, this happened, and yeah. So I was kind of feeling that way about her channel, and I think that's why I slowly started tapering off from her channel. And eventually I stopped watching altogether. And like I said, I just now started coming back to her channel. She's got a new channel name. I think this is like the second or third time she's changed her channel name. And she's making a fresh start. Like I said, she was in a car at first, and then she graduated up to a van. And so I'm mentioning her because I was watching one of her videos, her recent videos today. And she was talking about that very thing. Someone had shared a story with her about someone who was kind of glorifying this lifestyle. They had been featured in a magazine or a book or on a news editorial or whatever, talking about this lifestyle. And, from her perception, this person was, like so many others, glamorizing this lifestyle. And so she wanted to be clear that people knew that it wasn't all full color glossies, all smiles, all, parties, all extravagant locations and all of that, but that this life for a lot of people is a struggle. It's a real struggle. And I totally got that. I totally understood where she was coming from in making those statements, because it's true. It is very true. And like I say, unless you go into this already wealthy, already having some really good means, yeah, you're probably going to face a lot of those adversities. There are people, if their vehicle breaks down, van life is over for them, because they don't have a 6-month reserve of finances to cover those repairs, or if other circumstances happen along their journey, they might be down for a while. They might be stuck for a while, because they just don't have it like that. They may not have friends or family that they can call on for help. They may not, like I said, not have the financial means. They may not even have the skill set to fix whatever might be wrong with their vehicle. It's just a lot of factors that go into these lives or lifestyles. And I was thinking about that today. And one of the reasons why I came out of retirement and decided to go back to work is because I wanted to prepare myself even more for that. My bus, like I said, I don't have a school bus. My bus is a luxury bus. They are not cheap by any means. A brand new one could cost you around $250,000 and up. Mine isn't brand new, obviously. I would never pay $250,000 for a bus. But yeah, that bus would have to be completely done. It would have to have a whole nother floor on it. It would have to have a whole lot of things for me to give you $250,000 for it. And there are people who pay that kind of money for an RV or a converted bus or whatever. Hey, more power to you if you have those kind of financial means. I personally, I would never go there. Even if I had millions of dollars, no. But yeah, I was thinking about the story that she shared, and I was thinking about the message that she wanted to get across to people about this lifestyle. These lifestyles are no joke for a lot of people, and the realities are much more critical than you think. And so again, part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, even though I loathe the idea of getting out of my bed every night, getting dressed to go to somebody's job and work these hours. I'm doing it because I have a goal, because I have goals, and I want to prepare myself as much as possible before I hit the road. Like I said before, I'm in several Facebook groups related to van life, bus life, RV life, schoolie life, camping, outdoor stuff, prepping, you name it, gardening and so forth. And I'm harvesting from all of these groups information that's going to help me in this process, but I'm also learning from people's experiences being out on the road, the things that they're going through or have gone through, that makes me even that much more aware of how much more prepared I need to be. And seeing as I don't have the support system that a lot of other people have. Like I said, my friends, the ones that I call friends, they are who they are. Their contributions are appreciated. But in this situation and others, I can't rely on them. I can't depend on them. I can't call on them. If I'm halfway across the world traveling and I'm in the middle of nowhere and I've got a breakdown, I couldn't pick up the phone and call any of them and they would come and assist me. Number one, I wouldn't expect them to. I wouldn't ask them to. But number two, yeah, we're not even going to discuss that. You already know. So again, with me preparing to be a solo female traveler and not having the support system behind me that one would ideally like to have, a lot of things are going to fall on me. A lot of things are going to fall on me. So in knowing that, I have to be prepared. I have to be prepared for whatever might come. And that means being prepared mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially. And so I'm doing everything within my power on this side of things to cover my bases and to make sure my ducks are in a row, everything is in alignment. And of course, you can't always prepare for every situation that might come up, but I want to be able to cover at least most of them, the majority of them. So yeah, just her message hit home. And I think her message coupled with other things that I've been seeing and reading about other people's experiences is like, okay, when you think you're prepared and ready to go, maybe you might not be. Not quite. So just to add that extra cushion, that extra preparedness, that extra backup, yeah. That's why I decided to go back to work. That's why I'm trying to sell as much stuff as I can, because that's going to be part of my what fuels me being able to be on the road as well, is getting rid of all of this stuff. And believe me, I have a lot of stuff, and I just don't know. I just don't know when I'm going to be free of it. And that's the most aggravating part is just, had I known about this lifestyle years in advance, I mean, I'm talking like 20, I would have done so many things differently. And I would have started preparing for it back then. I would have started selling stuff, getting rid of stuff, downsizing back then. Now it seems like it's going to take me 10 years to get rid of all this stuff. And realistically, it probably won't. I'm praying it won't. We're going to try to make it not be 10 years, but yeah, sometimes I just feel overwhelmed with all that needs to be done beforehand, before I can be totally free to just go and enjoy this life and live these lifestyles. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you guys, to those of you who are thinking about doing van life, those of you who are thinking about doing bus life or RV life or whatever kind of life, car life, truck life. Yeah. Make sure you do your due diligence in preparation, in research, and really looking into what it is you want to do and what's required in order to be successful at it. It may be more than you think. And again, this is not to scare you guys. This is not to put you off from pursuing these lifestyles. I just want you guys to be realistic about your expectations. I want you to be realistic about your dreams and your goals. Stop looking at those Instagram pictures. Stop looking at those videos that only glorify these lifestyles, but they don't tell you the downside. Find those people who will tell you the truth no matter what, who will show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the dirty, the grimy. Yeah. I mean, and sometimes it could be a little depressing. Sometimes it may get you down a little bit, but you need to know these things before you get out there and find yourself in a pickle, or find yourself in positions or situations that you totally were unexpecting and have no idea how to handle or get out of. So it behooves you. It's my advice to you is to get as prepared as possible for this venture. Get as much information as you can. Connect with people who are doing it, who are going through it, who can help you along the process. You know, I'm big on building community. That's one of the things that I hope to accomplish with this lifestyle. Once I get on the road, once I acquire some land, or even before, it would be nice. It would be really, really nice to be able to come together with other like-minded people and build a community together, buy some land together, so that we as nomads, we as travelers and campers and whatever, will have a place that we can call home, or our little sanctuary, you know, along our travels. We will always have a place that we can stop and rest and recharge and regenerate, and just, connect and fellowship and all of those things. That's what I'm hoping. When I started my Facebook groups related to these lifestyles, that's my idea. I want to at some point have some meetups with my groups, with the members of my groups, and I want to be able to form some communities around the states and out of the states, so that other nomadic people can have places that they can rest, they can go to, so they don't have to keep searching for places to sleep at night, or safe havens, or places that are safe for them to camp and do recreational activities and all of that, and not have to worry about racism or being put into a class category. Your rig is too old, or you're not on our level, kind of thing. That happens sometimes at some of these RV parks and other places. Yeah, just somewhere like home, where there are like-minded people in the community who are wanting the same things, and they're there to support their They're there to comfort. They're there to be companion. Just we need more of that. We definitely need more of that. And you see so many people talking about buying land. I want to buy me some land, little piece of land, and put my this on it, or build me a house on it. That's all nice. It's all good. And I get it. I was kind of thinking along those same lines too. But I think it would be so much nicer to be surrounded. And I don't mean people, all on top of each other. Just having land, buying a plot of land, like 100 acres or more. And everybody has their own little space on that land. And there's enough space in between where you don't feel like others are all on top of you, but you're within walking distance of each other, or you're within biking distance of each other, or you get in your car, your truck, or your scooter or whatever, and a couple of miles down the road, there's your neighbor. Yeah, but within that 100 acres or whatever, you've got people who all want the same thing, who have the same goal, and we come together as a community to create that safe haven, that rest stop, that loving and supporting community that we all need and want. So anyway, it's probably past time for me to go inside. I have no idea what time it is. I can't see on my phone. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and get your thoughts on it. Leave me some comments on what you think about that. What are your thoughts on that? Or anything that I've said in this video. If you're angry about the spiritual or religious part, hey, say what you say, just be respectful. If you have questions or comments, like I said, you guys are always welcome to comment or ask questions. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here because it's probably time for me to get inside. But I will talk to you guys again soon. You guys be blessed. Stay well. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And encourage others to do the same. And I'll see you in the next one. All right. Good night.